So this unboxing is The Wilds by Roland Smith. I think it's book one, the Amazon. And it looks like it's middle grade. I'm guessing ages 8 and up. So let's just see. It like in this page, it reminds me a little bit of like the Littles, but they're not like tiny people. I think they're, just normal full-size people. But it just kind of gave me that Littles vibe. So here, the jungle was full of monkey business. Ring and Asia Wild's life is anything but ordinary. Some of their closest friends are endangered monkeys and rare birds. Instead of attending school, they travel around the world with their full-time tutor and parents, who are famous conservation biologists, helping save endangered animals from extinction. They spend more time climbing trees, tracking animals, and trying to stay out of trouble than they do with their studies. Although, honestly, that actually seems like studies in itself, like schoolwork. A research trip to the Amazon rainforest turns into a dangerous mystery when their mother goes missing. Who kidnapped Dr. Jane Wild and why? Ring and Asia have the skills to survive the jungle, but do they have what it takes to rescue their mom? Okay, seems like it has it all. So at Read Your World, my nonprofit that gives away diverse children's books, we are now working on a classroom kit around climate change and environmental justice. And I think that's why I requested this book, because it's the rainforest and conservation of rare and endangered animals. And so I will add it to the list on my blog. But I feel like it's a great topic, this is by Sleeping Bear Press, who I didn't realize they do middle grade. So maybe either I didn't know that or that is new. So let's just it's dedicated to the animals, for all the animals. Let's just read the first page and just get a vibe, get a sense of the voice of the story. So chapter 1, we see, it looks like perhaps a tarantula spider. Oh no, I think it's right. It's just a spider. Look at the size of that orange spider, Ring shouted. Theraplosa blondi, said his sister Asia, jotting down the scientific name in her field notebook with the date and time. Whatever it's called, it's as big as my fist. Ring started sketching the giant spider in his field notebook. It's also called the Goliath bird-eating tarantula. Although it rarely eats birds, Asia continued, females can live up to 25 years, males live 6 years. Why is that? No one knows. It would make an interesting scientific study. Ring wasn't sure about that, but he did think the spider would make an interesting pet. It was crawling up a long vine dangling down from a giant tree. He reached out for it. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Asia warned. Tarantulas are not that dangerous, Ring said, until they sink their inch-long fangs into you, or one of their irritating hairs pokes into your skin. Ring hesitated. His sister was always ruining his fun and showing off with her encyclopedic memory of scientific names. Maybe I'll wait until I have something to put it in besides my pocket. Good idea. They continued through the shadowy rainforest, looking for their mother's research site. They hadn't seen her in 3 days, but they weren't worried about her. She often went off-grid during her animal studies. Sloth poop, Ring said. He was standing at the base of a massive kapok tree with a swarm of insects buzzing around his head. He wore his long blonde hair in a ponytail halfway down his back and had a red bandana tied around his forehead to keep the sweat out of his eyes. He was 11 and he looked like his mother. Same hair color, same slender physique, same bright blue eyes. Asia walked toward him, stopping short of the insect cloud. Dangling around her neck were a pair of binoculars, a camera, and a compass. She prided herself on preparedness. She looked like her father, with a stocky, strong build, short, dark hair, and brown eyes. She was 13, but an inch shorter than her younger brother. We should wait for the sloth to come down to add to that pile, Ring said excitedly. How many people have seen that? You could video it. We would be waiting here for a week. Sloths defecate only once every 7 days. So Interesting. I feel like it's a great middle grade book. I'm going to add it to my, I have an Amazon list, like an Amazon rainforest list. And I also have like a sciencey, mathy, like STEM, like middle grade books that are STEM, that are fun. And this seems great because it's like you're getting a lot of STEM information, and because it's a mystery. Also, I feel like it's going to be fast paced and interesting. And I kind of just I like the setup where it makes sense. You're getting a lot of information because the parents are scientists and the sister is has an encyclopedic memory for scientific names, and the brother is sort of inquisitive and kind of getting them into things, but then there's also this more serious situation where the mother is kidnapped. And I like this kind of play on names. The Wilds, that's their name. And also they're literally living in the Amazon rainforest, but I'm sure they travel from place to place, because this book seems like it would be a series, and I don't think all of it would be set in the rainforest. All right, well, thank you to Sleeping Bear Press for sending me this book, and thank you for watching.